All right, everybody. It is Also Comics Podcast coming at you. Very, very Todd McFarlane centric base. He's back,
It's
baby.
it's been a build up, dude, because he's doing all the variants for the King Spawn 50 and the Scorch 50 and Lady Spawn 50 and Dog Spawn 50 and
Yeah.
you know Dog Spawn,
Santa Spawn,
Santa Spawn,
Santa Spawn.
and he's doing all those sketch 1 in 1,000 covers. I don't know, 1 in 500. I think they're 1 in 500.
It's insane. That's insane. But yeah, let's jump into the screen share. I don't know. Just draw Spider-Man. I like you almost can't believe it. You almost can't believe that it's that good still.
You know, the last time he drew Spider-Man officially printed, he did say bye Todd in Spider-Man 16. Remember
Yes.
that? So now he's
Yeah.
saying hi Todd. It's like, hey, welcome back. This is
Oh. Oh,
this
I
is
didn't I didn't get it.
I didn't notice he said hi Todd until just now. Um, yeah, this is fantastic, and I think McFarlane's only going to get better. I don't know if this is mostly digital or not. Probably digital,
Mhm.
but like he's drawing all these sketch covers for Spawn, and they look really good. So maybe he's getting that feel back for ink on paper, which he's the master. He's the master inker. He's probably my favorite
Master
comic book
Painter.
inker.
He's a master painter.
He
Um yeah, I mean it's well the one thing I think like we really like him inking Liefeld because like to me he always like textured like Liefeld's faces always seem to be like real tight and
What
taut and then he always kind of like made it
well, you know what's
more
funny about that?
rounded.
Liefeld usually went back and re-inked it again.
Yeah, but I think he can't erase it. He's not erasing. He's not whiteouting stuff like, so
He
but
is
no, I
he is
understand.
actually he does
Okay.
actually. New Mutants 87, Liefeld went back and re-inked it. New Mutants 88, Liefeld went back. Like just the cable face. Like just he wanted it and
Mm,
maybe there's a melding. You might be right. There might be a melding of
yeah.
styles, but Liefeld definitely went back and put a little extra on it to make it his.
Yeah.
But still, like I said, I love McFarlane inks. McFarlane's one of the first artists I really like drew me to Marvel Comics,
Mm,
no pun intended.
true. Yeah.
He drew me. So
Um yeah, there's a slightly thicker line. I actually ran into my brother at my mom's house and he talked about it. I was looking at some of the covers he has for the 616 unofficial plug. But the lines here are thicker, which I think is good. Plus, you can do a color effect and have Invincible being like pushed out of his own cover. It's kind of fascinating that this was like the end of his Marvel team up run, the Kirkman's Marvel team up run.
very
So it was
close to it, yeah.
kind of a throwaway book. I wonder how many printing. I wonder how much that printed at the time. 40,000, 50,000, like nothing. Nothing because it was like, oh, they're kind of letting him do this at the very
More
end.
more than Invincible.
Probably more than Invincible, yes, but
Probably
not
4 times more than Invincible. Because Invincible was always like a 10,000 copy seller,
right.
which is really great for Image. That means they're making 15,000 a month to split between them. That's not terrible. And
Yeah.
Kirkman says he barely took money for Invincible. Most of it just went to the artist.
Why does it say Dan's pawn shop? Dan's, is that what was on there originally? Or no?
It's like Dan's Spawn Shop. Get it? Pawn Shop, Spawn Shop.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know who's Dan. But I guess the big thing that with this whole situation is that yes, it's his first time drawing. I think he drew Spider-Man and Spawn on an Overstreet.
He drew an Overstreet with them too, yes, but that's not official comic. And he
Yeah.
drew a Spider-Man that got used for the Marvel 100 charity book that where a bunch of artists would do sketches. That was the
Uh,
first time he drew him again.
hmm, yeah. See if I can
Yeah.
find that. See if I can find it. But here we go. So this is what's funny. This is going to be coming out right when the omnibus. I don't know if we covered the Invincible omnibus. I think we might have, but so these are going to come out either the same day. So they're doing an Invincible omnibus one. I think there's probably going to be two. But I guess we just missed that at the time. So that's 0 through 47. How long did Invincible go?
That's not a compendium, that's an omnibus. So are we talking like a is
Yeah,
this a
this is an
hardcover?
omnibus. This is going to be $125. This is in April.
That's not bad for 50 issues.
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, I think that, and there's going to be extras, I imagine. Going to be in the size of that. He kind of takes. It's funny that DC took compendiums more like kind of coming from Skybound, right?
Hmm.
DC has nice compendiums now, which was like Skybound's thing, but Kirkman's always liked the Marvel stuff. Like when they did the Ultimate, like he formatted the Invincible original hardcovers after the Ultimate hardcovers that were coming
Right.
out at the time.
Which were probably perfect hardcovers. I feel like they were better because they're bigger than a
Hmm.
normal hardcover, smaller than an absolute, so they're a little more
Right.
wieldy.
And not as heavy as an omnibus, not like 40 pounds. You need a
Right.
pillow,
It's
you know?
typically about 13 comics plus extras.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, but it's just funny that like this reprint is the same exact Cory Walker cover. Here's your Otley cover that's new. His Spider-Man's a little bit different than the Spider-Man that he's done. Very
During
good
his
on
run,
fingers here. We're gonna have a big finger discussion because
that's what she said.
there's a there's a there's a Jim Lee Spider-Man later that I don't enjoy. There you got the good fingers here. You got
Ah, Larson, dude. Look at what dynamic that is.
now listen, I don't like Larson. To me, that just reminds me of me being angry when I was 14, 15.
Oh, the powerless issues.
The powerless issue just became an excuse to just be like, well, I guess he has no muscle definition if he's powerless. Or there's deadlines because it's biweekly. One of the two. Bit of both.
Right, right, right.
So to me, that's a lazy. This feels like a sketch. I don't know. I understand it. I understand, and I feel like um, that's the way his Spider-Man Noir variants are too. I feel like they're sketches. They're
Do you
barely
re
barely comics.
do you actually remember reading this book at all?
Nope.
Here's
I
what's great
probably
about
didn't.
Marvel Team Up. Kirkman did a phenomenal job with it. Phenomenal. And he did a phenomenal job with it, and every issue led into the next issue. Sometimes the team up was only a couple panels, but he
Hmm.
told one fluid story through all 25. There is 25 issues. This is even towards
Is
the
it
end.
really?
Yes, I just remembered it now.
I
This is
figured
like
I
the
figured
middle.
it was canceled in like right here. Like this was like the last issue. Like, yeah,
What
fuck it, give it to him.
what
Give
would
him
have
to
been
Vincent.
nice? This isn't technically a facsimile issue. It's not a facsimile edition.
Hmm.
What they should have done is also Kirkman and Cory Walker have a short Spider-Man story that Larson drew a cover for. I don't know if it was like some sort of I don't remember what
Oh,
book it was, but they should have threw that story in here because
was it
it's
was it
a
big time?
no, it was
No,
no a Kirkman Cory Walker story. Big Time is Larson.
big time is Larson. Right.
No, this is a book that came out then in
Hmm.
2004.
I
That's
don't
Larson,
remember.
and it involves Powerhouse.
Okay.
Yeah, you remember her? She was in
Yeah.
Spider-Man. Like she's a Larson creation. That's why Kirkman
Yeah,
got
it's like a
Larson to do the
pre-Force
cover.
creation. She's like, you know, that's
Yeah,
basically what
big
she is. Pre-Force.
so big force. So and then this is nice. I'll take it Bagley. See, get Bagley out of his comfort zone.
Yeah,
Bag,
Bagley on Bagley. It's still the same. It's still to me these guys they got the assignment a little bit. Like you don't. I guess you're just doing Cityscape. I just was like, you can do anything. You could do it. Like, what was the direction here? You call Bagley and be like, I need you to do this exactly. Yeah, Spider-Man. It's pretty good. You know what I mean? I mean again, it's Bag. I like Bagley inking Bagley though.
you do.
I do like the retired Bagley.
Yeah, retired Bagley's awesome.
Retired Bagley. Alex Savia. Good.
Do
Give
you
him
know
some money.
what? Great. I wonder if he called like Sal Buscema, like, come on, Sal, just one last cover.
Let's
Sal
see.
Buscema's he's
Right.
probably got to be like 90,
Yeah. Well,
but Alex,
who was his inker? Well, Buscema inked. Well, that was the
that was
spectacular
yeah,
Spider-Man,
that was the
and this
time
was
Alex
Web.
Saviuk.
Alex
Yeah,
Saviuk was Web.
right. So he got all three of his Spider-Man artists, all four, five. He got all five Spider-Man artists from the 90s that matter.
Right. Yeah.
Good job. This is why we love Kirkman so much. We love Kirkman because he loves what we love.
Well, next week is the UK Transformers. The UK Transformers. I want to see the order that they put them. I mean, I feel like I know the way they're going to put the order in. Like I really wish would have I would have splurged and got the way that it was cut. So
Yes.
the way that the hardcovers were done were exclusive. The compendiums were exclusive. That they mixed all the continuity up. They mixed all the issues together, which I
Yes.
think is pretty cool.
Which is
Um,
great because
I
right
could probably
around
look it up and make the order myself, I guess, almost like a playlist.
sure
Um,
sure you could, Mark.
yeah, I got
You could
time.
just download the comics, screenshot not screenshot it. You could take it apart and put it back into your own order. You can make your own Supermark
The DC
compendium.
app does a good job of that. Have you been through the DC app when they do that, where they'll some of them I don't like, but they'll put Crisis in Order, or they'll put Pre-Crisis in Order, and it's pretty cool to look at as an experiment. I don't like it when they put it in the collecteds because I think they put in like a 0 hour omnibus, and then they have like Damage, and Damage is so important in 0 hour, and you're like, who cares? Like it's fucking Damage, like over the time. But let's talk about that. Actually, we'll go into this and kind of talk about the deciding of who's doing what. I think this is interesting. So hopefully we spoke about this before the show. So DC Marvel is going to continue. Superman, Spider-Man, that's normal. That's more.
That's
I never liked the kickoff of them coming back with Deadpool. Like I never liked that because I understand it because I guess he's the most, I guess box office to box office, right? Deadpool's the biggest box office
right.
more than Wolverine, and so, I mean, like probably yeah, because the Deadpool movies made so much money. Maybe not collectively all the X-Men movies together. It is funny that the X-Men movie that didn't go was like the new Dark Phoenix saga. Is Wolverine in that at all or no? Isn't there
No,
the last one he's not in
that's
at all?
the last X-Men movie. No Wolverine at all. No cameo. No nothing. No, they don't utilize Quicksilver. They gave Quicksilver two music montages in the two movies before,
Yeah,
and they're awesome. They're what
yeah.
people talk about. And you don't do anything special with Quicksilver in that movie. In fact, he gets hurt halfway through, and then you don't see him anymore.
I don't think I've ever watched it. I
Oh
think
my
I tried
God,
to. I think I
Magneto.
started it and then I
Magneto
think
does the
I
same
watched it to the
thing.
point where they kill Mystique because I know they were going to kill Mystique because like Jennifer Lawrence
That
was so vocal about like fucking hating working in those movies.
that was a mistake. Yeah, why would you build her up to be an X-Men and then you kill her? Dumb. Hey, did you know in Mark Miller's original Ultimate X-Men comic, Mystique was part of the X-Men? The original Ultimate X-Men was supposed to be a government agency of mutants doing stuff for the government. Adam Kubert had the first issue like drawn. Mystique was part of the team. And Mark Miller says very openly, he goes, well, we all know the X-Men movie is going to bomb. That's why we're doing it like this. And the X-Men movie does not bomb. And Marvel's like, you got to change it. You got to make it like the movie.
Yeah,
And that's why Ultimate X-Men got totally redone before the first issue.
that's
There's a
crazy.
there's an issue. There's a couple pages in a Wizard special showing Adam Kubert finished pages.
Mm, interesting. We need
Buddy,
to look. We need to find alternate. We need to make an alternate history, Lost Projects episode 2, or rework projects. Because I
yes.
guess I guess even Dark Knight DK2 changed because of 9/11. You know what I mean? Like yeah, I think the issue end of issue 3 he had a I guess something flying into a building or something like that. It was like not, and then they had to
Yeah.
rework it. But then he just made it all about 9/11, which is the third one. So anyway, so
So this is
hopefully they spread this out. Hopefully they have Superman, Spider-Man, and this is coming
It's Mark
out.
Wade and Jorge Jimenez. Okay, that is
Yeah.
kind of who we expected. Like I wanted Grant Morrison personally, but
Mhm.
like Mark Wade's the next best. I mean, he's your DC writer. He is your DC writer.
Yeah, and Jorge's he's the Batman artist, but we love his Superman. So to
And
me, I'm
Superman's
fine. I'm
I'm
good
super
there.
fine with that.
And we just had
Like
Dan Mora. So you have the two top guys doing the most recent crossovers. That's the way it's supposed to be.
right.
That's the way it's supposed to be. And then the secondary, they're doing a reteaming of Matt Fraction, Steve Lieber, Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, and Carnage. Meh.
How many breakfast?
Sean Gordon
By
Murphy
the way,
doing
how many breakfast?
Superboy, Legion, and
Daddy, it's breakfast
Spider-Man
time.
29. And you know what? I'll have to X this.
That's
And I believe that he has a sketch on his Instagram, but there's no art for that just yet.
okay.
Um,
I'm excited about that.
Gail Simone with Beelan Ortega, Power Girl meets Punisher, Christopher Priest, Danielson Perry, Superboy Prime decided to visit Spider-Man after he got the black suit. So that's probably just going to be like making fun of Secret Wars and shit, I guess. It's
Yeah.
going to be
Right.
Superboy Prime like geeking out over like that, you know. It'd be funny if they reference that was a Marvel Age like mail-in contest, basically, like design Spider-Man's costume and
Oh yeah, that'd be funny.
a guy designed it. Isn't that fucking nuts? And you got what, $300 or some shit?
Something like
Like,
that. Yeah. Yeah.
oh my God. Greg
So
Rucka and Nicola Scott. Oh, an exciting race between Daily Planet and Daily Bugle. Holy fuck, that sounds boring. Was there anything else in there? Let me see. Oh, the Tom King, Jim Lee. So let's go into it. Here we go. So here's the main. All right,
so
good.
is this is maybe I'll get the foil of this cover.
Yeah, it's a little 2D. No, it feels
No,
really 2D.
it's a little too stylized, in just in my opinion. Like it's a little too much. It's a little too legs are too skinny. It's
Also, too thin a line. Thick those lines out.
dude, you like it
Thick
thick.
'em. Give me that thick line.
Give me some give me some Dexter Vines or some Nate
Yeah, yeah. See,
Massengill.
this is right. Yeah, you're right. Dexter Vines would actually be perfect. Yeah. Uh, that's fine. Spider-Man's fine there.
Yeah.
Fine. I hate this. This looks, I think, like shit. This looks like complete AI. I know it supposedly is not, but there's no way this dude. I know it's Art German. I know he makes a ton of fucking money, and I don't get
AI
it.
basically learned from Archer,
I don't get it. I don't care. I don't
which
get
must be
it.
horrible for Archer. Like he must hate that. All AI looks like his artwork.
Yeah. Clayton Crane, he like this. I don't, nah.
Why,
Like
why are you getting why are you
it's
getting Clayton Crane?
tough.
Why like nobody's talked about Archer in a while. Nobody's talked about Clayton Crane in a while.
Yeah,
Uh,
Art Germ still has his people. This is, I think,
no, he
Perio,
has his
maybe.
people. Who's this?
Lucio Perio. So I think, but
Mm,
I'm isn't that Superboy Prime and then Black Suit Spider-Man? So it's like I don't know. That looks like Return to Superman, Superman.
it does.
I guess it
All
is
right.
Superboy
Maybe it
Prime
is.
because he has like some minor things, but it doesn't seem like that, you know. I like the big bad Superboy Prime like costume with the big like shoulder. Like
Oh
I
yeah,
like how bad it looks.
the
It looks
big
kind
like
of bad.
diehard coils, like the
Yeah, it looks bad. Boom, and then the Jim Lee, which is just a boring fucking Superman. Yuck,
yeah, it's just a boring Superman
yuck. I
Spider-Man.
don't know what he's doing. He's doing something
I mean,
strange with his
I
chest.
do kind of like the Spider. Yeah, the Superman's off. The Spider-Man's not bad. Hey,
Has he
we never
drawn Spider-Man?
he drew him. This is important on the covers to Punisher War Journal, but he didn't draw the issues, which sucks.
Ah, that's right.
I was like,
That's right.
no, I want to see Jim Lee
I
Spider-Man.
know, right? I know.
I
And we
think
had
I
like a bunch of Jim Lee issues uninterrupted, and then like nah, then never again, and never came back. You know?
listen. Jim Lee's weird. He likes to be the best. Okay, maybe he didn't want to draw the issues because he didn't want to be compared to McFarlane and Larson, who at the time were owning Spider-Man.
Yeah, but that Spider-Man on the wall is really fucking good. You know?
It is good.
But
But
then
he probably redrew that a million times because he's Jim Lee and Jim Lee wants to be the best.
look at that squiggle. A lot of fingers. This is the biggest week for Spider-Man fingers. Spider-Man fingers. This I think is pretty cool.
Yes,
Although
yeah, it is.
we don't like Dave Johnson now. He's not. We don't like
Yeah, little bit of, like we like him personally. Personally, interacting with him, we love him.
him.
But kind of a jerk online to people. Like to certain, and maybe it's just he just doesn't like Liefeld. To each their own. But like, why be verbal about it online? Why make enemies?
Why be Tarantino about it? You know?
Yeah, yeah.
Don't be all Tarantino about it. This is fine. Like these are just so this almost is almost like AI. Like you figure like DNA, like if I put in like to AI today and be like, give me like a DNA Kingdom Come Superman and Spider-Man, it'd be like, here you go. Like it's just and I guess like that's good, I
They should have
guess.
got, and maybe Marvel will do this. A Kingdom Come Superman and like a Car Andrews Spider-Man Reign. Like have them two together. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe Marvel will do it.
Yeah, like do something. Yeah, I mean, yeah, can you
Because if
get
you're
Kara
doing
Andrews to make a Spider-Man Reign meets Dark Knight Return
or
meets Kingdom Come Superman? There you go.
okay,
Free idea,
or
everybody.
how about
There you
this? How
go.
about the Alex Ross Spider-Man from Earth X? Like if you're going to have Kingdom Come Superman, why isn't there an
Well,
Alex
you know
Ross
what's funny
Earth
is
X
that a lot
Peter
of people
Parker?
bitched about it. I liked, did you read the Wonder Woman KO this week? I read it. It was on the DC app. It popped in
No,
there.
not yet. I'm gonna do KO today too. I just started getting caught up this weekend reading like Transformers and Skin Breaker, and I was just behind.
Okay. All right. Well, it's not really spoiling anything, but the KO because
Don't tell me who wins.
no, I won't tell you who wins, but like they actually put New 52 Lobo in the middle of it.
Ah,
Like
he's the
something
worst.
happens and then like to me like that's the fun that's like really funny and a lot of people bitched about it online and they were like
But
I hate that I never want to see that again. I'm like I know but they really made a good use of it. Like it was like really funny. So and that's what I like
Twilight. Is
about
that what they
Night
called
Fight.
him? They called him like
Night Fight,
Twilight Lobo.
yeah, I mean like Night Fight was that's what that's about, man. Like you have these future Batman Robins who become Batman to fight Batman. Like it's awesome. You know what I mean? And
It
then
is awesome.
they change the color scheme and you know just like fun. See, that's what I want. That's what I want here. And that's Daniel Sampere, and I think that's who's doing that. If it's Jeff
Okay.
Lemire, Daniel Sampere. Daniel Sampere is a little too traditional for what I want for that, because I just feel like the faces will not do anything. You're okay. You've been reading the Tom King Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I'm 2 issues behind. You know who I'd like to see draw this? And it's like so weird. I should even say it out loud.
Jerry Ordway.
Of course,
That
Jerry
would be the
Orway.
best.
He'd be the best.
Hmm.
Van Sciver. Van
Hmm.
Sciver drew a really good, and I know it's not going to happen. And I'm not going to get into
Too
what I think about.
controversial.
I don't want to talk about Van Sciver like that, but I do miss him drawing DC stuff. Like he was really good at drawing DC stuff.
Yeah, he was almost like their art director kind of at the time.
He did all the designs for like Blackest Night, and he was designing a bunch of like the orange, like all the different lantern colors. He was really killing it for a while.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's all we need to talk about.
This is fine. This is just gonna be boobs. Great.
Yeah, why not? It's a boo
Good,
ball.
good, good. Okay, so this crossover here is 25 years late. I can't believe that this got announced. This is such an like an in-house concept idea. See, this is such an abuse of CB Cebulski power. That being said, more than likely, this is not for here. This feels like it would be an Abrams project, an Abrams comics art project, but Marvel because Kiyasami because what's the name? Akira Yoshida, aka CB
Yeah.
Cebulski, who translated some of his stuff, I believe, at some point, probably for Studio Proteus. But anyway, but I had
Was
to look this up.
was that the name of CB? Because CB Cebulski had his own manga translation company. Like he had a small comic book
It was
company.
CPM. I think it
25.
was, yeah. I forget. I
Yeah.
think that's right because he did help. Yeah, I do know. And let's like he has cred for this, and that's fine. I just think this is really funny that this is coming out. This is so late. This is so like
You know what? Maybe it's not so much late. I understand what you're saying. Like there was a time when like the Marvel Mangaverse was like awesome. Kia Asamiya drew Uncanny X-Men under Chuck Austin, and they
yeah, I
were
have some designs here. So here's the promo art from his but this run here and I because I pulled up I have a lot of his designs he did for X-Men coming up. I pulled it. So I did my Paco Rabbit down the Paco Rabbit hole. But yeah, so this was from 89 to 99, ended in 99. And then they printed over here around 2000 because we carried it at the shop. We carried it, I think it
yes.
started here reprinting from Viz potentially, and that started printing in yeah, Viz. And that was like I ordered it for the shop, because I really liked his art. Now he asked me probably at that time I think that he was working on certain projects, or I think CB was probably part of this as well. I don't know if he was. I think he was working at Marvel at the time. Yeah.
I think he did an issue of one of the Marvel Mangaverse like specials, and then he
Mhm.
got the X-Men job because he was also doing a book called I think it was called Dark Angel, where like the covers were just incredible. And the book itself was great, but the really good colors on the cover.
It's fun that they have. So this is all his stuff here. So
Oh
let's
yeah,
see.
Batman Child of Dreams. Remember that hardcover?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dark
That's
Angel. There
great.
we go.
Now when I saw this, I was like, oh, wait a second. I was like,
That's
what's
right,
that? What's
Hellboy.
that? Yeah. So I don't remember that. So I ended up
I
pulling
do.
that.
Okay. Good
So
angel design.
there's. Yeah, yeah. This was pretty recent. This was only a year or two ago. He did a Titans variant. And then this is my favorite cover that he did for this run. But this was again Akira Yoshida, aka CB Cebulski. I forgot this. I forgot about this. Um, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. Looks great.
Yeah, I totally didn't know that it was Akira Yoshida.
And what's funny about that is that when I was looking through this Strange Tales trade that I had, I was looking, I was like, wait a second, I forgot that this I could probably put on Instagram. I think it's only 8 Sundays. They make like a fake Sunday strip, and this is
Yeah,
John Cassaday, which is really fun.
that's
It's really
awesome.
fucking fun.
So good, dude. I love John Cassidy. I miss him.
Gone too soon.
I hate that one of his last works looked like crap. Like he did that one Wolverine cover and everyone like lambasted him for it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
'Cause-
Maybe he
and then he
was.
and then he dies. It's like,
Yeah,
oh man.
yeah. No good.
See when someone comes back, like the Frank Miller covers, people hate him and people love him. But like I'm just like, let him draw. Even if it's a little sometimes you just gotta get back into it.
Let them
McFarlane's
fight.
covers are looking better every month. Everything he does, like let these guys they forget how to draw. Jim Lee literally forgets how to draw.
I,
Mind
I
you,
think I
his
think the ongoing resentment we'll always have for McFarlane is that when he left, like we know how much he can do for the comic book community in the fashion. We used to talk about that even when I was at the shop, saying like if he came back into a Spider-Man Spawn, how many how many issues is that going to run? How like or how many copies would we sell? How many copies would it would go back to millions? You know what I mean? Like it would be possible. And now we're so far away from that. Maybe I'll bring it back. I don't know. I mean, the print runs are creeping up.
At the very minimum, it'll sell 500,000.
Yeah.
A Spider-Man, a McFarlane Spider-Man Spawn,
Yeah.
easily 600,000.
Yeah. So I'll get into print run some stuff a little. I got some pulled stuff for a little bit later. So we talked about this a little bit. So they do have an official, Star Wars original coming back out February 19th, 2027. It's weird they're not going to come out. It's not going to come out in May. Like, why would you just put it out in May? Put it around. That's confusing. Um, but it's the original, newly restored. Hopefully they leave McClunky in. I know they won't. They'll just kind of, but they'll let the Han shoot first. McClunky won't be in there. Sad.
Sad.
We should do a whole episode about McClunky and how McClunky is basically even a surprise to because McClunky was in a restored version. So the whole timeline of that was that Disney gets Lucasfilm. They just started. Fox just re-released. Was it Phantom Menace in 3D?
Yes.
And then they didn't do any more.
When
But
when when Disney bought Fox, or sorry, when Disney bought Star Wars, you had a Star Wars Underground TV show in the works. You
yeah,
had Detours by the Robot Chicken guys.
which is like
Um,
done.
Done.
Which there's like 34. There's a ton of episodes that are
There's
done.
there's a musical rock opera episode written by Weird Al, performed by Weird Al, and we don't that it's lost.
Come
Thanks,
on,
thanks
man.
Disney. Like put it
Come
out.
on.
You need stuff. You need stuff for your Disney Plus. Disney Plus is it bombing? I haven't even watched it in like 4 months. Have
I
not
went
turned
to
on
it
Disney Plus.
yesterday and it was update available. When I went back into it, it just looked exactly like Hulu. So I got to figure out like, is everything over there? Can I just cancel Hulu? Like, you know what I mean? Like, or do I not get the FXX stuff? I think.
I don't know. I'd be worried about not getting It's Always Sunny, but we probably
Right.
got 2 years before the next season.
Right.
So I'll worry about that when it happens. Yeah,
Yeah. Whenever Pluribus is ending, I'll probably cancel. That
Apple.
I'll cancel Apple again. I'd ever just
Uh,
cancel and re-up it. Oh, so that I went to Disney Plus first time today, and then they're like price $2 more in like a month. I'm like, why? So now I have to figure out like if it's. But they just put the Beatles documentary up.
wait a
And
minute.
for you, they put up
Is
the.
is Wonder Man up?
I thought that was pushed to February.
Is that funny? We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. Again,
I think they
but to
regret
me,
that show. I
Wonder
think they
Man, I
were.
think it's fucked up. Wonder Man, I believe, is just going to be like they're just going to make fun of like wokeism and race swapping, which Marvel did. Like that's what the show's going to be. Like it just seems really weird. Seems really weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, roundup. Um, Stranger Things broke it. It was down. It wasn't down for me when I went to it. I think that's pretty dope. I think it's really cool the way that they're going to do it. And do you think are you going to theater? We should take our daughters to theater on the end one. I think that would be
Maybe,
cool.
maybe the one daughter asked, so it's a possibility.
Yeah, I think that'd be great.
I'm off that day. I'm off that day, so maybe
Yeah.
I'm off New Year's Eve and New Year's Day.
Now, do you want Scarlett Johansson in the Batman movie? I don't like at all. Why aren't there's no new actresses, bro. It's Margaret
There,
Qualley. Like there's just none. There's just zero and then like one will pop up.
no, there's a bunch of younger. Well, the point is, if what do they want to cast her as? Phantasm, right? Is that the
See,
rumor?
that's the fucking shit of it, is that there's so much internet right now. And
Yeah,
first off, Massive Phantasm #1, the adaptation, like what hit eBay this week
yeah.
was not the prestige of that, I think, but like the newsstand. I don't know. That's the one that's blowing up for whatever reason. Like again,
Because
the
there's less
internet
of them, and nobody wanted it.
the internet decides. Yeah. Well, the non the newsstand of the regular '89 Batman I have because it's a different cover. I also have the really good like hardcover. You've seen that hardcover, right? The
Yeah.
Batman, dude, that's the best. The Batman '89 adaptation, Jerry Ordway. I don't know if he had every slide of the fucking movie. Like it's pretty much like shot for shot almost. Pretty crazy. I just don't want. But yeah, if you're going to cast this older person, you could have a Silver St. Cloud, but it's probably going to be the only thing they said about it is that she's never been adapted to any other medium before. I think they said any other medium before,
Oh, well, Silver St.
or
Cloud
no,
was in Gotham.
live action.
Okay. So I was
So,
like, 'cause Silver St. Cloud's in Gotham.
but you're going to have like so the Dick Tracy movie. Spoiler for the Dick Tracy movie, which is like 35 years old, right? Uh, the toy came out for the Breathless Mahoney toy, or the blank came out, and then it literally was it in the package that it was just her? It was just Madonna's head
They were
on like a
terrible.
dude.
They were terrible toys.
They're terrible toys. XM, that was Playmates. But like that was on shelves. And the problem is that a lot of times the adaptations, if you remember, either the comic adaptations would come out a week or two before. I think Star Wars started coming out before the movie. I believe Star Wars 1 and 2 issues were out on newsstands before the movie, which is crazy. That's crazy to me. But I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know what if I want Scarlett Johansson in this movie. I don't really know. Not sure.
All right, you're back. I don't know
So
if you want to cut that out and restart it or just keep going.
why were you jammed?
I was jammed.
Oh,
I didn't hear anything what you just said.
oh, it said internet connection's unstable.
You're unstable.
I am unstable. Anyway,
It's fine. You just you listen. You
what I
probably
was
just
talking
kept
about?
talking. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, I keep talking.
You
Don't
didn't
worry about
stop.
it.
If I ever accidentally hit mute, you wouldn't know.
Nope.
20 minutes later, you're like, Rob, you there?
Like our phone calls. You hung up 20 minutes before.
All
You're like, I've had
right.
enough. Click.
All right.
Um.
What's next?
Anyway, but
Oh,
do you think that Scarlett Johansson should be in this? Because again,
um,
that means you can't have Catwoman in it. Catwoman cannot be in it. They will not put her in it. No way.
see, I want Catwoman. We all want Catwoman in it because
Yeah.
Catwoman has a half sister, and we want to know about that. Scarlett Johansson, listen, it doesn't matter what we want. If she's in it, she's in it. Just hopefully she's utilized correctly. And we all love that Catwoman. It's like we want her back.
Yes.
We want, I don't know. We'll see. Like, remember it was supposed to be about Clayface? That was the original villain.
Yeah. But then James Gunn greenlit a Clayface movie. That's nothing to do with that's in the DCU
Right.
and not in
It
in the
it
Batman
never
universe, the
the Batman
Reeve's.
the Reeve's is so realistic.
Weird.
I'm like, what would that even Clayface be? Just a dude who walks around with like shit on his face? Like it would have to be so grounded. I wouldn't enjoy it.
Yeah, I feel like we're going the wrong way. I feel like I saw a video about Batman this week and talked about like how much the guy was again after time uh just talked about costuming. I forget what YouTube channel it was, but just talked about costuming on how we were ashamed of it through X-Men through and then finally got around to it. But even the new Batman is still just tactical. And even if you look at the Joker outfit, it's just like a trench coat with like a drawing on it, like an anarchy symbol. Like it's so I get it. Now I like
Yeah.
Paul Dano, and I remember laughing in the movie theater. What's so funny about I know we talked about Tarantino shitting on Paul Dano, and there's a lot of anti-Tarantino this week, which is good, I think. It's good, because there's been a lot of funny stuff where people are like, "Oh, you're Duraric, like you're saying that his, all you do is steal shit." You know what I'm saying? Like all you've done notably is take plot lines and stuff and steal, and then a lot of clips of him coming up saying he steals everything. But anyway, I remember laughing in the movie theater super friggin' hard when he goes to see and he's like Bruce Wayne. Oh, and it's just Paul Dano as Riddler just going crazy. And I think it was so funny. Like I thought it was refreshing. You knew it was spontaneous. You knew it was very unstable and scary. So anyway, good times.
Realism.
Do you care? Endgame is worse of the two. I feel like if they're going to do Endgame back to theaters, why aren't you just double dipping? Just have Infinity War is superior in like 100 ways. You should just have it a month apart. You should have Infinity War 1 month and then Game the next month. I don't know why you wouldn't just make that money. Print
Yeah,
that
I don't know
money.
why. Yeah, it is. Movie
And that
theaters.
because that's going to come out a month before. Dude, there's no way fucking Doomsday is coming out next year. There's no fucking way. No way.
Doomsday Part One.
Yes,
Just a
probably.
rumor.
That's
Just a
probably
rumor.
correct. You're gonna Doomsday Part 1, Part 2, Secret Wars Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. I say Secret Wars is a trilogy.
5 movies? You think it's going to turn
Think
into
it's gonna be
five
five
movies?
movies. It's gonna turn into five movies. Because
Um,
it was supposed to be just like a movie. No, Doomsday was a movie,
that was always
and then Secret Wars is a movie.
it was the Kang Dynasty.
That's
Supposed to be
right.
Kang Dynasty, then Secret Wars, and
Right.
then
Now it's
everything.
Doomsday.
Good
Doomsday
job.
Part 1, Part 2. Part 1, Part 2.
Listen, even if Jonathan Majors didn't get canceled, people stopped being interested in Kang very quickly. It's like, oh,
I
Ant-Man beat him in a fist fight.
Yeah, I
Like,
want to watch I think this weekend I want to watch Big Burly Men more than I normally want to watch that.
right.
I want to watch Magazine Dreams, I
Oh,
think.
is
I
that a
think
movie, or you just tell me what you're into?
well, you know what I'm talking about. But like you know what I'm into. But yeah, I wonder if
Big burly women.
Magazine Dreams is supposed to be like really, really good. And then I think that the Smashing Machine, I think, has just hit digital too. So I can watch just giant. men, you know, I could
Yes.
watch that this weekend. But it's a shame because I think Jonathan Majors in Magazine Dreams, I think DeLuca saw it and thought it was freaking great. He thought it was like great. So, so I wonder, it's a bummer. I think that he probably could have gotten some type of award recognition for that, but he had to beat up his girlfriend on camera, so or just kind of move her around. There's only really him moving her around. So anyway, um, but here we go, more McFarlane. Boom, dude, come on now. Come on now. I think this is arguable. This is unreal. Make that a poster. That is unbelievable.
This is McFarlane. This is McFarlane. I love it.
Man, this is open to order. It would be curious if they publish like how much this sells versus the Otley. I didn't put any other covers. I didn't even save any of the other covers. The Otley cover on this is just not good at all. You can't even
Oh, that's
see
fair.
Battle Beast. It's like his back. Like I was like, what is happening? Because I liked all Otley's covers, and even Otley's the second print of Battle Beast 1. I think the art is a little bit
Yeah.
better.
I
Um,
knew this
but
was happening.
holy mackerel.
I knew McFarlane was drawing it. McFarlane was in an interview months ago when Otley drew a variant for Curse of Shirley Johnson. He's like, "Oh yeah, Otley drew me a cover, so I'll draw him a cover." Like that's what McFarlane loves to do.
So weird. He's drawing like the same thing when he got like Frank Miller to draw number 3 of Curse of
Yes,
Shirley Johnson. Like, what the fuck? But that's kind of fun. Like, because again, Invincible 7 has the possibility to outsell Invincible
or
or
Battle Beast.
Battle Beast. Yeah, I hate that it's this Invincible universe. I hate it.
It it will outsell probably 2 through 6
It's so funny.
because of this cover.
Yeah, for sure. For
And
sure.
you know what?
That's
Like, this is
nuts.
this is the we don't know what we're getting. I want to make 2 points here. McFarlane's revving up for something. It could be an official Spawn and Spider-Man crossover. Do I feel like he's doing another cover? Yes.
Hmm.
I don't know, it hasn't been revealed yet, but I think he's doing another cover of the blood type.
Of the blood
Uh,
type,
of maybe when they get to Youngblood 100, we're going to get a McFarlane cover. Just saying.
just
But
saying.
also, Marvel is letting Kirkman do reprint Marvel Team Up.
Hmm.
There's something revving up there. So that's all I can say.
Right, right, right. Right. Yeah, so
But
You think Skybound has a possibility to work with Marvel
yes,
on something.
yeah,
Okay. I don't know what I would want. Like to me, like I
it's
feel
very
like,
obvious what Marvel wants, but what does Kirkman get out of it? You know?
right. Yeah, it's a little funny the way that like what we would really, really want. Like just thinking about the crossovers, like yesterday, I already had it. I ended up buying an extra copy of it, but I had the Cyberforce X-Men, the Pat Lee, and I thought I didn't have it. I did have it, but I was looking through it, and it's like who's gaining from this? Like who's
Yeah.
like
Why didn't Silvestri draw that?
I don't know. Sylvester also didn't draw the JLA side before. Doug Mankey drew it, and
Yes.
Silvestri ruins it because he's on the cover, and I'm like, why didn't you have Doug Mankey draw the cover? Because like it sucks in my collection because it's like it's
Today
in the middle of that
you'd have 10
5
covers.
covers. Yeah,
Sylvester, I wish he would go back and like do something with Cyberforce. I love Cyberforce.
he loves the
I,
darkness, dude. He's doing the darkness.
I didn't even look at that yet. He drew half of issue one. Issue one came out this week, right? Him and Ed Benes. But then something, I think the guy's last name is Gay, is drawing the series, or at
Yeah,
least
Raymond Guy, good.
Raymond Gay. He's
Mhm.
good.
He
Sometimes
is
I look
good.
at him, like he did a lot of Spawn work, and I'm like, he would definitely utilize some McFarlane lines where I had to do a double look, like, oh, did McFarlane ink this? I'm like, no, he just inked it like McFarlane.
Yeah, he is a good pull.
He
That's
is.
a good pull. Um, we were in Baltimore, and I
Yes.
missed this. So Keating was walking around. He gave
Yes.
you a copy of this. You have a copy of this, or you have a copy of like a
I
cash
had
can of
it
this or
was like it
something?
was like a preview book.
Okay.
I might have sold it on eBay for $100.
It seems like you did sell it on eBay. It seems
It
like a
seems like I did.
non-mite.
Yes.
Seems like a non-mite. Man, that's just a walk. It's free. That's 100% profit right there.
That's
That's really
that's
fun.
a it's like a
This
thousand
is a
percent
great,
profit.
great cover. I don't know, I think that again, New Jersey, South Jersey's own Nick Dragata,
Yep.
alum of Elmer High School. Is that right? Elmer
No,
High School?
it's Shalleck. Shalleck High
Oh,
School is in
Shalleck. Oh my God, I haven't heard that name in
it's in
forever.
it's in Vineland,
Because
where
no one ever
Gotham
knew where
is.
Shalleck, or like we'd have tournaments. I went to Gloucester County. Like, oh, we have to go play Shalleck. I'm like, where the hell is that? You know what I mean? Shalleck. I'm
I
like,
don't know what it's named. Maybe it's named for the local farmer whose land it was that they appropriated for the high school.
probably, or an
Probably.
Indian, maybe an Indian that we stole his
Oh, it
land
was
still also.
we stole a Native American's tribe. It's a tribe, the Shalleck tribe.
Correct. So, but
This
yeah,
is
I
a
love this cover. This is Rico
this is a
Renzi
badass
doing the
cover.
coloring on it, and I thought Rico Renzi was canceled. So it's cool. I mean, to me, I think Rico Renzi is responsible for, maybe not responsible for Spider-Verse, but this the Spider-Gwen coloring inside of the Spider-Gwen comic at the time, whatever, that
Was
what.
that Robbie Rodriguez?
Yeah. Robert Rodriguez
Rich-
art, and then but Rico Renzi, I feel it was more important to that book in a way by how it was colored, very different.
Oh, Rodriguez was the one who got canceled, right?
I think they both got canceled.
I know he
Yeah,
got canceled, which was I don't want to say deserved because I don't know. I don't know about all, but I know like he kept giving Frank Cho shit. And I'm like, I love Frank Cho's artwork, and Frank Cho I've been casually
very
friendly with
nice.
for
Yeah.
20 years. Like he always does Baltimore. He's
Mhm.
always been friendly, and I have a ton of sketches by him. I have a Liberty Meadows hardcover. I should show you. And every year, you really want Brandy. Brandy's the woman from Liberty Meadows, and he
Yeah.
never draws her. And
Mhm.
every year, I take the book to him because it's a super rare hardcover, and he would do another character sketch of one of the Liberty Meadows animals. And every
Mhm.
year, he's like, "One day I'll do Brandy. One day I'll do Brandy." Well, one year he said it, and he had a woman with him, and she's like, "Just fucking draw this guy Brandy. He's been coming. Looks like he's been coming to you for like years." Frank Joe's like, "All right, come back in a couple hours,"
Wow.
and it's a gorgeous Brandy drawing in
Yeah,
the middle of
that's
all the
dope.
character heads. Yeah, really cool. But it was funny. Like he was just gone. Like he kept pushing it off, and it was fine. I was fine with bringing it back to him every year because it was a
Yeah.
reason for me
That's
to
fine.
talk to him. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take
So
that.
yeah, comics the magazine. So this is like the new better than Wizard magazine. Like is that's the idea? It's a Wizard feel, but in a
Yeah.
modern way.
Yeah. So I do like that. I mean, listen, you're going to get the hottest, you're going to get the hottest artist, you're going to get the hottest comic, like right on the front. It's what to talk about in collectors, which kind of leads
I
right into
mean,
this next
what was
storyline.
Wizard magazine number one? The hottest artist with the hottest character, McFarlane
Right.
Spider-Man.
Right. And it would be cool if they did, like, maybe if they can do this per issue and just kind of have like, if you're going to do, I mean, with Wizard, they had what, the Wizard hat, and then they couldn't do it anymore, or
There was a point, yeah, they couldn't do it anymore
so
because
dumb.
it was like you're messing with other companies' IPs. Probably Marvel did it first, and then DC. They probably was like, well, if Marvel's going to do it, we're just gonna stop doing it.
It's so annoying. I love having the Shaft and
I bet.
Cable though.
I bet.
Can't have that anymore. Yeah,
I can't believe I've brought up to Liefeld multiple times online. He always ignores me. I'm like, why don't you recolor Cable's Colonel Bravo and make it a variant cover?
right.
The original art, he has a high res version of that art. I think it was sold on Heritage Auctions a few years ago. So yeah, use that.
You could just make it Chapel either too. You know what I mean? It's just a grunt and pose. You know what I mean? Like you can just flip it. You know,
Colonel
Chapel
Bravo.
baby.
Colonel Bravo.
Chapel.
No,
I
because then you're race bending them.
That's fine. I'm Disney Plus them. Uh, I saw this is. I mean, so it's 150,000 for episode. What's so funny is the week that came out. You remember, I was kind of like I was seeing it in shops, and I was like, maybe I should buy a copy, and I'd end up not buying a copy. Stupid. Like, but we just didn't figure that it would continually to get bigger. And this week, the Absolute Joker issue is gone. It's basically gone, and all the variants are gone. Like it's just gone. And then I think it's like so for it to double in print run essentially in less than 20 issues is pretty crazy. Next issue is Absolute Wonder Woman in there by Dragata, which is neat. This week was Jock. I didn't look through this week's yet. You know, but I will. That's pretty fascinating. So yeah.
Yeah.
So Free Comic Book Day is a thing. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. A couple more people went in Flash Gordon Black and White reprint edition. I'm not sure what that means, if that's new Flash Gordon or they're showing you old.
Reprinting number one, black and white. If
Yeah,
they
but
manga it up like the Youngblood books, that would be awesome.
yeah,
Make it
I
look
don't
like a
know.
newspaper. How awesome would that be? Take number one and make it look like a newspaper. Let me call Mad Cave and tell them. Just color it like a newspaper strip. That would look so cool.
I don't know if they're not making money. Like it seems like they have one book and they're both black and white, but they're reprints of terabytes and is it gonna be a flip book or a separate book? I don't know. It seems like it stepped down, you know. Seems like a step down. AWA didn't know what to say yet, so they just kind of put nothing out there. We saw the future is fucked in Baltimore. They had a pretty good presence. I didn't really see that book at all. I never read that book. Um, Vault Studio.
Upper
Okay.
deck.
Upper Deck. Yeah, I don't know.
Why would
Front
you sit in the upper
row.
deck?
Front row. Yeah. And then Matt Kidd. Well, I think the whole thing is that there is a yeah, my management Fort Psycho. So okay. And then there was something else in here, I think. Yeah, Flux House Presents is also going to be in there. So it's something's happening. Something's happening. McFarlane again. So far, nothing else has been announced for this, but I know that we wanted a Cyberforce creation. I think a Witchblade is going to be in like the comics founder. So it's Savage Dragon, Shadowhawk, and Spartan, which I think is good.
I think Spartan's great.
Yeah, I think
I still
that's
have my
great.
Mr. Majestic toy around here somewhere from the old Playmates line. I don't forget Toy Biz. No, it wasn't Toy Biz. I forget who did the Wildcats line in the 90s. It wasn't great. Wasn't a great cartoon.
I was in the shop yesterday and I saw the bendies for Riptide and Chapel.
They're awesome.
Bendies.
Yo, that comic's good. If you ever get the Youngblood Bendies, it comes with like a 10-page Youngblood comic by Eric Stevenson and Todd Nauck. It's original. It's not available in any other comic. And it's a
Yeah,
perfect Youngblood story
yeah,
for like what would have been the cartoon.
yeah. We need to got you got the hamburger head, in
Yep.
there. So there we go. Well, that's all news I got. I can jump over to the chats because you got
Yeah, I got a
chats
couple
news,
things.
chatsy news. Back in Juan McCullers. Look at all that blood. Young blood.
That is Youngblood. This is the fresh Youngblood minute. This is the consumer cover to Youngblood number 3. I might get my copy this week. Actual Youngblood
Oh.
2 actually comes out this week. Youngblood 2 comes out this week. Youngblood 3 direct to consumer edition might come out this week. And it's not actually supposed to come out till January 27th.
Hmm.
It's done. I think Youngblood 4 is done. I think Youngblood 5 is almost done.
My God.
So he puts out these early editions. This is going to be available on his Whatnot show Wednesday night. Probably a foil edition of this.
What?
Probably a foil edition of the second printing. Youngblood has to go to, I think number one's going to a third printing. Number two is going to second printing because number two was sold out like 2 weeks ago. So Youngblood 2 did not sell as much as Youngblood 1 because it's traditionally you cut your orders,
Good.
but it's sold out. It's sold out. And Image is like, hey, we're just going to do some pickup art from inside for covers. Liefeld like, no, I'm going to draw a new cover for every printing.
Yeah, I never like when they do that. I never like when they do the pickup art. I think that's cheating. I think that what I think Marvel started doing that with like Immortal Hulk because they just didn't. They were just like, well, this is selling it. We don't know what to do. We're just gonna put something out. I don't
Right.
mind the one of the second prints of the Absolute Batman had him with the motorcycle on, but I thought that was pretty good looking because they zoomed in on it. I thought it
Yeah.
looked pretty dope.
Yeah. There's
Um,
things you could do if you recolor it or make it something special. I
yeah,
understand it. But like Liefeld's like, nope, I'm going to draw a new cover. I'm just drawing constantly. He also announced he's dropping a secret book in January. Don't know what it is. It could
Brigade.
be it could be Defiance.
I
You
don't know
know,
what that is.
Defiance is that's the
It
book that
could be Hairborn #1. Hairborn.
could be. Could be. I know that Bad Rock book with Seth DeMoose is done. Seth DeMoose also does the manga colors for the manga editions of Youngblood. And that's the other thing. So number one and two got solicited as a with a variant cover of the manga edition. Some people prefer the manga editions. It's totally black and white. It's shaded. It's grayscaled. It's
I
bloody.
disagree that it is technically a part of the print run. It should be a separate content.
Yes. And number
It's
3 and 4 under solicitations did not have it. So when asked about it, I don't know if it was a mistake or on purpose or just sales were low. So I think for 3 and 4 he's going to do direct to consumer and then collect them as and solicit a Beyond Blood manga digest.
what was it, cover M? Is that what they had it? It was called cover M. Does that sound right?
For number one, yeah. And number two, it was like cover E.
Yeah, see, I think it's not I think if it was a separate edition like the Treasury editions are for Skinbreaker, like you should have made it a different a different SKU, a different order number,
Right,
lunar
right.
number,
And that's the other
whatever.
thing. He said he wanted to do treasury editions for every issue, and as of now, only number one's got a treasury
One.
edition.
Yep.
I'll have to have you look into that actually.
I'll look into it.
See if anything's popped up. There might be. There's going to be a news release this week, basically saying everything I said, and probably in more detail with some SKU numbers for some of these
Give me the
second and third printings.
SKUs. Give me those SKUs. This is in Walmart, I suppose.
Target. Those in Target.
Target.
These are Superman the movie, original 1978 designs. Uh, I'm like, why didn't we get Superman movie toys back then?
Are these McFarlane's?
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I guess they'd have to be, right?
I think they have to be, yeah. It's
Why
weird.
do
He loves his logo on it.
I
But
know?
it's so I mean it's kind of a bummer because so Reaction is what? Super 7? So Super 7 makes
Yes.
things like this like in mold as if they were made at that time.
This
They
looks
make
like
a
a
ton of them.
Kenner. This looks like a Kenner 1970 Star Wars
Right.
toy.
So it's like it's McFarlane taking from that, but the Reaction's taking from Star Wars. Like you know what I mean? So it's kind of like a quadruple.
Why? Why
Yeah.
did we not get Superman toys in 1978?
I don't know. Wait, I don't know. I
Like
don't
you
know.
already had Star Wars toys. It was already the biggest deal in the world.
Yeah.
Hold on, don't go to this yet. I just want to think about that for one more second because you had the Pocket Heroes back then in the 70s,
Yeah.
and you had
Migos.
You had Migos, and that's it. Why wouldn't you give us these? I don't know. Just very strange. This movie was a huge hit.
I don't know. I
I
would
don't know.
figure that, it's weird. When I was at the that Kirby event last week in New York City, and I was looking at they had some pages of Jimmy Olsen, and like you could see the paste up on it. It just made me insane. It just makes me insane and trying to explain to my girlfriend about like this Al Plastino artwork like just glued over top of Jack Kirby art. It's insane. So they were
Yeah.
so crazy about the license at the time for licensing. You would figure that they would have some type of licensing. That's the thing, like Spider-Man licensing is so insane. That Spider-Man, I believe, is still the most licensed hero.
Did
Does
we
that sound
not
right?
did we not get a Spider-Man toy till Secret Wars? Other than Mego?
Oh, the Mego, correct.
I don't know if Pocket Heroes did Marvel. Yeah, no,
I don't remember. I
no,
don't
they
know.
did. I had a Pocket Heroes. Pocket Heroes for what they were. They were basically toys a little bit smaller than this. And I think I had a Hulk Pocket Hero. So there was Marvel Pocket Heroes. I think they were called Pocket Heroes.
I
They were
don't remember.
toys slightly smaller than Star Wars. This shocked the hell out of me. I just happened to go to Target with my wife, you know, and here is an Action Comics number one Hot Wheels Superman coupe. Look at it. Look at the lines on it. Look at it. It's
Yeah, the when I
what the
was
heck?
in when I was in New York at the DC booth,
This is awesome.
I did that exact pose and stuff.
Yes.
But
We
that sedan didn't have the lines. I don't think as much as this does. It had a little bit, but I do think this is pretty fun.
yeah,
Yeah, I
they
don't
had
know.
a it shocked me. Like I'm
Yeah,
like, why did we know
how
about
much was
this?
that? Was it three
Oh,
bucks?
here's what's great. It was like I think I had a $7 price on it, but like Hot Wheels were 25% off. So it's like $5 or four and change.
Yeah, that's
So
nice. I might
that
need
was
to find
Target
that.
last night. Just go to Target. I yeah, I
I'm
was
not
super
leaving the
happy.
house today. It snowed. I'm not
I
going
know.
anywhere. Let's look at the snow. I'll look at it. All right,
Look
man.
at
We need to talk about this.
that.
First off, when I saw the thumbnail on my phone of this no joke, like in all fucking seriousness, is the best photo. It is an author photo, like a
Yeah,
million fucking times, like a
that's the
million times over. That is what's on like the back dust jacket of every fucking Stephen King, Dean Koontz, like just thoughtful. This is fucking perfect. But then that is just like also perfect. But that's your personality in two pictures, bro. That's so fucking funny.
and
This
my
is
daughter
beautiful. Seriously, this is fucking beautiful. The left is
yeah,
fucking beautiful. The right, I got all right. But like, holy mackerel, man.
yeah, my
And
daughter
first
was
off, does your hand look like that? It looks like a cartoon drawing.
that's my big old mitts. That's my
That's
big
funny.
these look like big strong hands. Never Ending Story, 1984. Wolfgang Peterson. Rock dude. Um
Took my kids to the movies yet on a re-release when they were like 9 to
oh,
scar
that's awesome.
them.
That's a
Scarred
great
them.
my daughters love that movie.
Let's
Um
watch this horse just die in front of you. Watch it.
it's funny. I'm
Don't
literally
look
just at the
away.
kitchen table and we're all eating, and I'm like, take my picture. I'm gonna look all pensive, like I said, I need a new picture. I said, I just cut my hair and stuff. Let me get a picture this week. Man, I'm gonna make it like a real author picture. I
Cut your
just did
hair.
that.
Real
Yeah,
tough to cut your
what's
hair.
what's left of it? Uh, and then I just did the other one, and
Was
those
it
are first.
incident portrait? Was it just an
I
iPhone
thought
portrait?
I think so. Yeah, just those are the first two pictures. We didn't even try to take a second one. I'm like, nope, these are good.
Perfection. Perfection. All right, here's today's Young Bloods, Bloodsport. Did this ever come out? Did Bloodsport
That
2 come
book,
out?
the bootleg edition did, which has got like
Oh,
8 pages of story, a couple of pages of pencils and layouts, and then some script. It's a good book. It's worth having just on its own. But and I know since then Liefeld's done more pages. He's posted pages. So I think Bloodsport is a book that's going to come out at some
hmm.
point this year, maybe next year. That's a promo piece. Not I think it's from an ash can I have. It's not great quality, but
What's that say there?
Young
Young,
Blue.
Young Blue. Because you get
Um
the pencils, right?
my
Pencils
friend
right here.
Jeremy, yeah, my friend Jeremy has the pencils.
There you go, Young Blood. But is it not? Is it not? Hey, it's like colored away.
Maybe,
Like,
maybe. I'll blame Matt Yackey for that one. Speaking of
way
which,
to
when I started
go.
posting bootleg stuff, Matt Yackey started liking it all. Who hasn't colored life in a while.
Yeah, I like this. I like this foreshortening. But what's going on? He's got. Why does he have arrows back there? He's got these. Was this? This was. What year was this? 2001.
2003?
But
Well, this
what's
is
funny? That's probably about right. But like, what's funny about it is that like, right? I guess it's so funny. Like shields, like the cap shield being lost and having like the electric shield was so like
I hated that.
I hated it. I hated it right off. And then they had it for a bit. Like I feel like this is almost the same thing. Like, all right, we're gonna have who needs arrows? We'll have electric energy arrows. But I still have my arrows back here just in case.
Just in
You know,
case. Listen, you can't rely on technology.
you can't. You can't do it. Woo. Okay, good. Young Blue.
Liefeld was
Young
so in on this
Blue.
project. Liefeld
Keep
had a
him
book called The Assembled he
alive.
was working on, which was very authority inspired. And then he just ends up talking to Mark Miller, and he's like, well, I guess we'll just do a book together. Mark Miller had a Supreme idea first. And then Liefeld's like, all right, the Supreme's great, but let's do Youngblood first. Uh, and then Marvel saw Youngblood Bloodsport 1. Liefeld sold this out of his trunk of his car. Like, I went and ordered 40 copies for Brian for Legends. Oh, no. Yeah, for Legends. I'd like, listen, I can get them. And
Yeah.
we sold them through the store.
Wow.
Um, and then I got my copies for 50% off, which was
Look
awesome.
at that. Woo.
Yes.
Some red.
So
Some low
Marvel saw
res.
this. Marvel saw this and said, we need you back on X-Force. So this book got interrupted because Marvel made him such a good deal for X-Force.
The X-Force 6 issue.
Yeah, the sixth issue and the Shatterstar miniseries that Marat drew. Yeah, this is a
I
good.
like this I like the Bad Rock back there, dude. That's really good.
Yes.
Yeah, this cover's awesome. I don't know if I love that the Suprema costume, but
No, no.
everything
I
else is
the
really
the
good.
Steve Scrooge Suprema costume is like perfection. In fact, Steve Scrooge designed all those characters costumes, and I've seen some of Liefeld. I've seen a Liefeld Doc Rocket and a Big Brother and Johnny Panic sketches,
Mm,
and they're cool. But Steve Scrooge just like took it to the next level.
yeah, well,
I should post them. He did a lot of Bloodsport stuff, dude. That's the ash can for it. That's why the colors are a little different. Still cool though.
I'll take it. Take it. And this last
I
week's
like I like
territory.
this one. Go down a little bit. This is called the maximum cover, which is kind of like the next one down. That's good.
That's the
But
Ultimates
these,
cover.
yes, that was the idea. I really like this cover actually. This is probably my favorite one. But it was purpose. It was like, hey everyone, Ultimates is great. Let's just borrow that, to showcase this is a Mark Miller comic, just like Ultimates is a Mark Miller comic.
Mm.
It was cool. It looked neat.
Yeah,
I
I like the
mean,
weapons on it. I think it's interesting. Give Shaft a I'm just a giant Shaft person. I love the Shaft.
you do. You talk about it constantly.
I do.
And it's funny because for me, I'm a diehard person. And the Youngblood toys we're getting this year are Shaft and Die Hard. Oh, here's cool. Go to the Frank Quitely variant.
Quite frankly.
Quite frankly, I think this one is by a colorist named Blonde.
Hmm.
Pretty good. And then, but there was also the Matt Yackee version first. which was available in an ash can.
Mm,
So just interesting why they went with blonde instead of Yaki color. The issue. Maybe blonde was just preferred by Quitely.
that's better. You get
It
the
is
real
better.
sausage. You get the real texture on the
That's
sausage,
right. Is
you
that
know.
password? Is it just idiosyncratic pulp? Is your password your name? Mark, that's lazy.
Yes.
Now
It's one,
everyone
two, three,
knows.
four, five.
Oh, it's idiosyncratic pulp 1, 2, 3.
That's right. Messaging tab.
Oh, look at
Yeah.
that, dude. I love Silk Spectre comic. Darwin Cook,
Um,
Amanda Connor. What a great book.
Matt with three T's, he put up a Darwin Cook video this week where he interviewed our favorite person, Scott Dunbier. Not our favorite person, but had an interview with him and talked about some pretty personal timeline stuff with him getting a job at DC and then him making that phone call or Dunbier or receiving a phone call and then also him Dunbier receiving a phone call that he is not long for this earth, unfortunately. So, but I had a
Uh,
pretty fun haul and I put this through a cool filter actually on the Instagram, and it just pulled all the red out. I didn't do this on. This didn't take me a lot of time, but I thought it was pretty cool. But yeah, I helped at the shop at NJ Comic Stop in Paulsboro, New Jersey, organizing stuff, putting stuff out. But and I get to do my pull. But yeah, pretty fun to yeah, and then it snowed today, so I got bear in the snow. Good times. But to go back to this for a second, like yeah, so basically he had a pretty good Daredevil all $1 collection, so I just went back and started to fill in. There's a couple runs here that I think are just really, really fun. You know, like if like you had plus oh, we had it for $3. I had a Batman 400. We just talked about Batman Spawn. I realized I think I sold that a long time ago, so I wanted to get that again. I got my Iron Man 300 for the collection, a bunch of old calls for $3. Um, and then Cyberforce X-Men, which I think I already had. I like that. It's a good picture there. So anyway, but yeah, pretty crazy. But I mean, you think about this, we go from JRJR to who was right after JRJR? Why can't I think of that? But then
did
like
we got a touch of Leonardi, right? Before we went to Scott McDaniel?
yeah, then I went to Scott McDaniel, but Scott McDaniel was skinny, loose style, less of fisheye lens style. Then we
Right.
get fisheye lens through Tree of Knowledge that goes all the way through that,
Hmm.
and then it goes to I think Ron Wagner for a little bit. Then you have the Over the Edge stuff, and you have the Carrie Nord stuff.
Hmm.
Ron Wagner back a little
With
bit,
right. I
and
love
yep,
the Carrie Nord Carl Kiesel stuff. That's a really
yeah.
good run.
And Kiesel left first. Do you know why he left? He had to leave or was
He
fired.
I don't think he was so much
He got
fired. He
fired.
wanted to go in he had a direction where Matt Murdock runs for mayor of New York. And he just put all into that storyline. And Marvel's like, no, we don't want that. So he's like, okay. I just kind of that was my direction. So I'm out.
Hmm.
Then we got Scott Lobdell doing with Cully Hamner, where Daredevil gets his
I think
sight.
that's the end of that. I think before that it goes to Joe Kelly, and then Joe
Ariel
Kelly has it
Alvetti.
for a little bit. Yeah,
Right.
Earl Avetti, and then Gene Colan does a bunch of issues.
That's right.
So that's pretty fun because if you look at here,
Because when
yeah,
Kevin
there's some
Smith
Gene
came on,
Colan.
he wanted to do Daredevil getting his sight. And they're like, literally, that's the last story we just did.
Right. Grabbed a long shot six in like perfect condition, which was really fun. And then these calls are all Severin and Mike Plug. Great. And that's kind of an issue. It's kind of a foil. I don't know. I'm kind of skirting I have a really good collection of like just 90s gimmick covers, foil covers, like, you know, hologram covers
They're
and
great.
yeah,
And with 90s, it's funny because people are like, oh, the gimmick covers killed the 90s. There's not
they
as many
made
as
the
you think.
90s. Yeah.
But there's not as many as you think. And when,
You know what I have downstairs? I really like. I have the Secret Defenders like 25. It's a Thanos Tom Grindberg cover with like a prism with the prism foil.
yes,
That's awesome. It's awesome, dude. It's so fun. I worked on my boards. I think we had pictures last week. I tried to get. It's really difficult to take pictures of glow in the dark covers, but the Spectre ones clearly are the absolute best. I believe they're doing a Spectre. I saw it last week. They're doing a Spectre omnibus and they're doing a glow in the dark cover there. I saw the cover for that. I'm like, fuck. So that's a Mandrake cover glow in the dark. Um, I haven't read that in a long time. I would like to maybe read that. maybe on the DC app rather. The DC app is just it's so much easier to get caught up. Having that 1 month from, man, Marvel really needs to step it up. Like I really
Yes.
like the fact that like it's 1 month from publication. So like a new issue came out, like Absolute Batman came out this week, and I haven't been reading it. So I went back and just read the last some issues, and that's also great panel to panel. And they also have just a really nice, clean design, and the panel to panel's really good. I'm reading JLI through that. The Justice League, the Tom, the James DeMatteis, Keith Giffen. Have you watched that? We'll kind of wrap up here, but have you watched the Michelle Fife
No,
Giffen thing
The
yet?
Keith Giffen one. I gotta.
Dude,
You know what it is? Usually I watch and listen to so much stuff while I deliver for UPS.
you have to kind of watch that. You have to
I
kind of
will.
watch that.
I will.
It's like
But I have a
it's like two
helper.
hours, dude.
It's Christmas
Friggin'
time. I got a
awesome.
helper, and
That's
she's
part one.
pretty
She's
good.
talking to you. Say, hey, listen, this is my podcast
That's
time. This is
like
when the
it.
time Mark calls me on his lunch break and complains about it, how much his head hurts from staring at computer screens as I stare at a computer screen right now.
We have two totally different jobs. You sit inside and stare at a computer screen, and I'm outside in the getting weathered, well weathered.
Yeah. Good
So
times. Good
good
times. Well, yeah,
times.
we need to start working on some projects. We're excited for the new year. You want to do a year-end best of, even if we just do like capsule reviews?
Yeah, sure.
Not,
Why not? We'll do
yeah,
whatever.
top 10.
Let's plan. I'm gonna take some pictures for a foiled again episode. Maybe I'll
Foiled
wait till I
again.
get a Youngblood 3, maybe by the end of the week, middle of next week. So
Yeah,
I'll add that to
take
my
some pictures with
pile.
your new phone,
I will. I will.
you know?
Everyone in my house has got a new phone. And we've all had the 12s. So I'm like, well, 5 years is long enough. Apple
Yes.
gets all upset. Like, people don't buy new phones enough. I'm like, yeah, because they're $1,000.
Right.
We all get deals because of our phone companies, and then we trade in the old ones, which is amazing what they give you for a trade-in. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
we'll
yeah.
give you $600. I'm like, really? It's 5 years old. Who are you selling it to for $600?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what kind of deal they have. Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's just probably just, I think they're competing. I think that's the thing is I can't imagine that they don't make any money off the phones probably. They probably just make money off the ongoing servicing that people just have for service. Because like as conscious as we are, like shouldn't we be on Mint? Like how do you do Mint? You do Mint if you own your phone?
I guess.
No one owns their
But
phone.
but my phone bill's not
What?
that bad.
Yeah.
It's not mint low,
Yeah, yeah.
but I still got two daughters, a wife,
Yeah, I'm grandfathered into my plan. I'm never gonna leave. That's why my mom's on, my kids are on it. Like so I'm not gonna ever probably leave my plan. So
Your ex-wives are on it.
they were.
Probably a little too long.
Probably yes, probably both a little too long. So good times, good times. All right, let's wrap it up. Maybe I'll cut out all this super fun cell phone talk.
Who cares?
So they
People have
love it.
cell phones,
Everybody loves it. So everyone having this the best time ever. Be
and
safe out there.
we will
And
squeeze in one more episode before Christmas. And
oh
Mark will
yeah,
edit it before
I need to go
Christmas.
shopping, dude. It's insane.
Yeah, people definitely don't want to hear about that. So,
They love that. They love that. All right, see you,
everyone,
everybody. Have a good one.
comics.